got a Corsa this morning with a broken wiper. Only one of them's working. You can see that looks a bit funky. It's sticking up a bit, so we're going to take a look. First thing we do, get the bonnet off. One of them's got a cap on it which we'll take off, and the other one hasn't, so let's have that strip off. You can see that this panel comes off over those, so we've got to get the wiper arms off first. 13mm on the wiper arm nuts. This cap we'll just pull off for the other nut. The wiper arms are quite stiff on the splines, so I'm just gonna screw the nuts back on a bit, straighten that out and pull it. Oh, that one's come off. If you do put a bit of pressure on that while pulling on that, it will release it. With the wipers off, the scuttle panel will just lift off and push back. Can't remove it too far because the washer jets are fixed to it underneath, which you can just see, so that pipe's going to stay intact on there. Underneath there, see the two screws that hold the motor assembly on, the connector we need to take off to remove it, and the Corsa Wipers shoe, that support bar is snapped. Taking both those bolts out that hold the unit. Just need to remove this plug for the electrical now. Not quite sure how that comes out, let's have a fiddle. What's the saying? It's not stupid if it works. Got two old brackets that I found drilled through the arm on the plastic bit. Nuts on the back, and that is extremely sturdy and holding in position. So let's get it back on the vehicle and see if it works. Just popped the arm back on, the arm has come off. That is just a plastic cap, clips on and off to the bar there. So I've just clipped that back on. Whole assembly is ready to go back in. Let's see what happens. Unit's back in, both of the bolts, it's really secure. Connector's plugged in. I'm going to put the scuttle panel back on and make sure it works. The scuttle panel does just clip back over, but you do need to make sure it's located in this groove all the way around. Once you get it started, you can just go along and just press that in. Okay, so that's more central. Clips all in at the top, it's clipped in. The bottom here, just going to turn the wipers on and make sure they both turn. Wipers working well. To be honest, the wiper motor does seem to move a little bit while it's in operation, but it is on flexible mounts, so we'll see how long this lasts. It could be temporary or it could last 5 years.